Having problems being person. I don't have my sweater again. Hey guys, what's up? Did you say hello to them?
I know I
Welcome to
didn't.
Marital Hate.
Yeah,
Did you?
we were all
Did
discombobulated.
you play music?
I did play the music, and now we
Hope
have
you liked it.
a viewer.
Hey viewer, what's up?
Hello.
Can you?
Where is it?
I have no idea.
You have no.
Oh, I think
knew
it's.
where it was yesterday.
I think it's squished out on my chair. Hey guys, so welcome to Marital Hate. I am Stacy. That is Doug. If you've never been here before, brace yourselves. It can get a little crazy. This week we've had topics as varied as Lyme disease and communes and toilet function and dead babies. That wasn't good. There's just always some sort of conversation going on that's crazy. Much like myself. We lost a viewer. Oh well.
They didn't like you.
We do appreciate you, one lone viewer. Yesterday we had 2 new friends.
Yeah, we had
from
worldwide.
Liberia.
We went worldwide yesterday.
From Liberia and Morocco. They may be delightful people. They may be serial killers. We're not really sure.
Know. But
they might be Nigerian princes.
But they would enjoy our band of merriment.
I don't know. If Doug makes me mad enough, I'll just make one of them my green card husband. We have a new podcast. It'll be me and Osama. Marital Hate. I don't know if your name is Osama. If you want to be
Stacy Osama bin Gear.
Just stop. Stop. Okay.
So what do you have here?
Oh, so many things.
I've opened the floor to people that have comments.
Oh, I have a whole bunch of stuff today. Well, why don't you tell them about your day? Did you have a nice day?
I had
how was your day, dear?
Kind of a busy day. It was busy. Had a couple of Zoom calls, which is always great because then you got to be like, hey, I'm like paying attention. Whatever. No, it's all good. It's all good. Just a little tired today. Woke up at 4 this morning. Couldn't get back to sleep. And when I got back to sleep, it was time to wake up. That was just my thing. So, I've had much worse days in my life than today, which was, and I would give today I was busy, so it was good.
So you had a busy day.
Had a busy day.
But you didn't find yourself wanting to murder people?
I was feeling enough of that in the vibe of the house to deal with that. So
this owl is just as fucking annoyed as I am with the world around me. What are you doing, owl? He's like, that's how I felt while I was on the phone today. Okay, let's just start off with, I don't know what to do with this frizzy mess. I need to just put some product in it or something.
Well, you did wash your hair yourself in the shower.
Yeah, but yesterday before I washed it, it was all frizzy too. But I like when they're fluffy, but this is that's a lot.
Those are the wispies.
If they're wispy and they're together, it's fine. But when they're standing up on top of my head or Why
don't you tell people why you're wearing glasses?
Because my eyes are bothering me.
You can't see anything.
Well, I'm blind as shit. Normally I wear contacts. But I fell asleep in them last night and literally had to pry them out of my eyes.
That's never good.
Yeah, you're supposed to wake me up and be like, hey, bitch.
I mean, I'm talking to wake you up. You're sleeping.
Do I or do I not do all kinds of things to help you, save you from you?
Yes.
Do you think that you could just be like, hey, Stace, wake up? Your eyes are going to be sealed shut. You'll go blind.
You are a nymphomaniac. What is that thing you have? Narcolepsy. That's what it is. Not you have narcolepsy.
I might have a little.
It's near impossible to wake you up. Did you see what she just did? She got a bottle of Topo Chico, slid it over to me, and tapped on the lid. That means, Doug, use your strong man muscles to open this.
Well, I would have preferred to use your strong man muscles to squeeze lemons, so I had more than one drink today. But I'll take you opening the soda for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. What did I do today? What did I do for hours today?
You started doing something in your little office area.
No, I know, but my point is that I spent my whole day doing things for our relationship, and it was completely draining. And you couldn't really get me a drink, and you're like, "Oh, I'm the hero for Topo Chico." Ladies, tell me, am I full of shit, or is this a man being like, "Oh, I deserve a gold star"? When women just instinctively do everything for everyone, get no credit, but the man wants a fucking parade in his honor. I'm going to take that and shove it right up your ass tonight. You'd probably like it. Fucker. I don't have a problem with people who liking things up the ass. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not using any lube. I'm going to shove it up there. I might put some Bengay on it.
Some cayenne pepper.
You have enough cayenne pepper in you
My
to
life.
fire the SpaceX shuttle. That's Elon Musk's next big venture.
Oh, Lisa Hesketh chiming in. I work for an eye doctor, if you have forgotten. I actually did forget that. I thought
totally
Lisa
forgot
was
because I went to fucking Costco. I knew she did eye
Lisa
stuff.
was a nurse.
I know she does eye stuff, but I didn't think I went to Costco is the bottom line, and I don't like the lenses that they gave me, and that's a whole thing. They tried to give me the Kirkland ones, which stuck to my eyes, and they gave me the Cooper Vision ones that stuck to my eyes. I just want to go back to my old fucking AccuView, so I'm going to try that. If not, I don't know. Maybe you can sew my eyes shut,
Lisa. If you have any,
I'm so fucking frustrated
because we just need to get.
I'm a menopausal woman. My eyes are dry as shit to begin with. And half these things have so many fucking PFAS in it. Then get me fucking going on the fucking solar recovery. The bottom line is, Lisa, I love you. Why can't you be my eye doctor?
Why can't Lisa invent?
I know that you're not necessarily an eye doctor, but I just feel like if Lisa works in an eye doctor's office and anybody can do that, this one or this one. Like I don't think
that's what she does. Is that what she does?
I'm saying that if I've been to a doctor's office.
That. Yeah. I don't know.
What I'm saying is I've been to an eye doctor's office before, right? And I am capable of saying to you, 1 or 2.
2.
See? 1 or 2. I can do that.
1.
Lisa's been in the eye doctor's office. She can blow air in my eyes. She can chastise me for falling asleep in my lenses. She can do all the things my eye doctor does.
Yeah.
Except she would listen to me. And when I said to her, Lyme disease causes vision issues, she would be like,
she would say, "Oh,
really? I didn't know that." Or she would be like, "Yeah, I knew that."
I see, she said.
And that's terrible. Or any of the things that my eye doctor didn't say, which was, "No, it doesn't." I'm like, okay.
Whatever.
Go on any website pertaining to Lyme disease. They'll tell you fucking vision issues.
I know an eye doctor thing. You want to hear my eye doctor thing that I know?
I'm sorry to be angry toward my eye doctor, but that was something that's been bothering me. And I've been.
All right, you just let it all out. That's going good. Shout, let it all out. That thing you look through, the big thing where they flip and blah, 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 make the adjustments. That is called a phoropter.
They don't have that anymore.
They have an electric one. It's bull crap.
I agree with
and when our eye doctor in Situate was getting rid of theirs, I asked for it. I'm like, can I please have this? She's like, I think you probably can.
Dude, why didn't you get it?
I didn't get it. They never called me. I'm like, you need I want this. It's so cool with all those lenses and the dials and it's so cool. And like, who invents that? Like, I have a fascination with all this mechanical stuff.
Probably worth a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they could probably recycle the lenses,
like more than we've spent.
Or send it. Well, either give it to me because it's cool, or send it to like Chad, and they can test. Children.
I don't think guys named Chad test children. I think guys
it's a country named Chad.
Chads pop their collars and belong to a country club and wear Nantucket red pants.
Yes. Well, there's that.
Bow ties.
Anyways, I don't feel bad not getting it because I'm hopeful that phoropter is working its magic in the world to bring better vision to people in need.
I'm just frustrated with the world around me, and I would like to. Can we make that full screen, please? I would like to talk a little bit about my frustration with the world around me.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
You don't know how to make a window the size of your screen?
I don't know. I don't need it the size of my screen. You know why? Because my eyes are good.
It's not about your eyes being good or not. It's distracting to have all that other shit there.
It's true. It's true. So anyways, I was as I was saying, I love any of those old mechanical things that somebody had to figure out and do. Now it's just on a computer, and the computer does all the work. Back then, they're like, well, how do we get lenses in here? And how do we get this? And it was just, those people were brilliant. And then you had to take to some guy who was grinding the lens and all this stuff. It's all computers nowadays. Computers are ruining the world.
Are you done?
Yeah. Now I'm done.
Okay. So I'd like to talk about my day. Doug had a very rough day of opening a Topo Chico. It's very hard for him. So we have multiple credit cards. We talked about this before. I like to use credit cards to get free shit.
Defraud credit card companies.
No, we don't defraud credit card companies, but I listen. So we have a Chase Sapphire card. On our Chase Sapphire card, we had to charge Chase Sapphire Reserve card. We had to charge so much, and we ended up getting $1,200. So we had to charge so much within a certain amount of time,
right? And
it happened to be less than our monthly expenses, so it was fine. We just put everything on the fucking card. I just did the same thing again with Chase Inc. Business. We also have Apple cards because Apple gave us 0% interest on Doug's laptop when we bought it. And we didn't have the money at the time.
0.
And we couldn't even lease one for that price. And if we bought one used, we were going to have to pay out of pocket. So we financed it through Apple. And so we have a couple other things that we've bought for like birthday gift or podcast or whatever. So we have a few things on Apple payments. I had bought new AirPods because I lost my AirPods, one of my AirPods in Massachusetts. Did we ever find out if it was the right AirPod?
I can't find the other ones.
Okay.
So we have a couple of loose AirPods. We don't know if they're left or right. So never mind. That's a story for another day.
So I got the AirPods 3, which fell the fuck out of my ears. By the way, if you get the AirPods 3, return them. They fell out the fuck out of your ears. And so then I did side note, Lisa says that they still use those fancy machines. Put it up.
We still use phoropters to get your best corrected vision. See, that's a craftsmanship thing right there. That's pride in their work.
Cool.
Thank you, Lisa.
But
for being the guiding light.
I guess the point is if like one of us is talking, the other one should appropriately interject with the comments, and as briefly or as longly as they need to be. Longly. So anyway, so I returned the AirPods, and they in turn, I bought a new Apple Watch because mine disappeared. And I use it for my heart rate, specifically because I have POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It will alert me if my heart rate goes over 100 and some odd, and I use it for EEGs, and I use it for exercise, and I use it for pain, and like I'll do the breathing exercises with my watch. So anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I still have payments on my Apple Watch, which we bought July.
A long time ago, yeah.
But I bought the AirPods and I returned them almost immediately. When we returned the AirPods, it stopped billing me for the watch. Just stopped.
Woohoo!
And apparently the way they do it is, say you have something like I could have spent $1,000 there. They would have applied that money to the account. So like say I bought this laptop tomorrow at Apple. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't like this laptop. But I already had something else I had financed through them. And I returned this. They would take the money I'd paid toward it and applied it to the other thing instead of refunding my money.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah. So they fucked up the accounting on it. They fucked up the technical on it. So they didn't bill us for September. And we didn't get an invoice. And on the app, it says our bill is due September 30th. Mm. And they're like, well, we're not showing you have a balance. So maybe I'm going to get a free Apple Watch. But most likely what happened is I wasted 3 hours of my fucking life on the phone with Apple and fucking, who's the bank that does the Apple? Goldman Sachs. 9 fucking incompetent people later, 3 hours, they have to call me back within the next 10 days. So basically fucks up everything. And I'm like, so help me God, if you people fucking ding my credit or fucking charge me interest, I will murder you all. I was ready to kill someone. Like they were all like so fucking stupid. Now I think you guys understand what I just explained to you. Like you're intelligent people. I had to fucking explain it like 3 times to every idiot on the fucking phone. And I got to tell you, like, I wish I was fucking stupid. I wish I was just like all the time. I realized I look a little dull today with my glasses all crooked and I'm a hot mess. But I wish I was so fucking stupid and oblivious to the world around me.
Sometimes that would be very helpful.
Every day of my life.
Very, yeah.
And that's like, okay, so like that's always been kind of a problem. There's been a couple of things that have always been a problem for me. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Like being smart has been a problem. I don't know who the fuck is calling me, but that's okay. Being smart's been a problem in the sense that I was never challenged in school. People would think that like I was like asking too many questions or being condescending or whatever. Like I always just wanted to understand things. Add to that the fact that I'm fucking awkward as shit. That doesn't help. Then add to that I used to be super hot. And like when you're super hot, people like hate you. They don't know you.
And they also automatically think you're a ditz.
And they think you're fucking stupid. And like, it's just done. And I'm like, over the last couple of weeks between having the anniversary of my diagnosis and the podcast, the anniversary of my diagnosis and being sick. And I'm just fucking frustrated with people in the world. I hate everyone.
But people we like, Lisa agree. agree. Because
see, Lisa thinks people. Let's be stupid together, Lisa. Maybe if we get really baked. By the way, I am slightly baked.
And then we have Brian Cali Salez,
hey, Brian, what's up?
Who's joining us tonight. I think that's a first timer. I don't know Brian. Do you know Brian?
I'd have to look him up.
Well, welcome, Brian. We appreciate you stopping by. We're my wife was on the phone with customer service today,
and she lost her fucking mind.
You know how that goes, right? So I'd walk through the room, whatever, and I'd hear, okay, well, here's my blah blah blah, and then as the day went along, it intensified to like, I'm hiring a lawyer, I'm coming to your house, I know where you live, like it just escalated to that level of frustration. I never said
to them, I know where you live.
No, I know you know. It's hyperbole is what it is. But
if I knew where I just want to say right now, Chandra, what was her name?
You can't you're gonna dox people.
Cheyenne,
don't say it. No.
You're gonna I told her I was gonna say it on the podcast. Cheyenne didn't work. It didn't fucking work.
It's not Cheyenne's problem.
Cheyenne promised me it was going to work. And I said I was going to give a shout out to her on the podcast tonight. And I would let her know on the podcast whether it worked or not. And I don't know if she's listening to the podcast, but Cheyenne, it didn't work. Updated the software, didn't work. Talked to David. He was a jerk. Guess what? Updated, deleted the credit card and then reinstalled it. How about this one? Sorry, Brian. We're going to figure out who you are in a second here. I just need to finish my fucking tirade. So I'm like, I get on the phone. So Doug is on a conference call with our only client that he is busting his ass for right now. He's got a couple others, but this is his major client. And he's on a conference call with them. And his 2:00 call is always stressful for him. And I've been on the phone with these idiots all day. And the guy's like, well, I have to have his authorization because the card is in his name. Because the way Apple does it is you can only have one person on the account. So you can't have a husband and wife on an account, which is ridiculous to me. So you can only have your husband on the account. Ridiculous. So they have to get Doug's authorization. So he's like, well, I'm going to transfer. He's like, I'm going to transfer you. And he's like, but I have to talk to him. I'm like, you cannot transfer me without talking to him. You can't transfer me without getting his authorization to transfer me. Like, can't that person authorize me? No. So I have to interrupt Doug's phone call. And then they get another person on the phone. And guess what they fucking have to do? 30 seconds later. That's right. Interrupt Doug's phone call. So they're all fucking idiots. Apple, I used to think had good customer service. And I know that it's both Apple and Goldman Sachs. But I was so fucking annoyed. And I'm sure you guys have some sort of tirade about terrible customer service that you've dealt with. Please share money and savings with them. I have, accounts with them. Like, I don't even want to buy Apple products because they're all associated with one another, and not for nothing, but they're given 4.15 on the Apple Goldman Sachs card, but there's other cards that are paying up to 5%.
It's not bad.
Because we have to put our taxes in there so we can pay them at the end of the year.
And Brian is sending us face emojis. See, I'm too old to actually see what those are. I think it's the this thing, which I really like, by the way. And Brian, but thank you. Subscribe, whatever. Go on YouTube, give us a like, whatever's going to keep you connected with us.
Wait, so how do we know Brian? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe Brian could shed some light. Maybe he doesn't know us. Maybe he just looks for fun and merriment.
Where is he? Brian, we're happy you're here. Let's just start with that.
He's
a digital creator. He's
digital creator.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Maybe he can help us with this godforsaken.
He's a car guy. He's a Toyota car dealer.
Excellent.
I am a Jeep girl.
Maybe he doesn't want his whole life story put on the our podcast. But welcome and last night, Brian.
Hang on, we're not friends. It's on his public wall. I'm not giving away his information.
Well, I just wanted to tell Brian last night that we had a couple of newbies that joined the podcast last night. One from Morocco and one from Liberia, and we were all excited. So we spent about 20 minutes looking up Liberia and learning more about it.
Possible. Yeah, we did learn about Liberia and Morocco.
So we're just doing the same with you.
So,
Brian.
So Brian's here, and I don't think he's queer because he has a lovely lady in his profile picture, and it says he's engaged. So if you're looking for a
Toyota, maybe what they're doing is looking at marital hate, thinking, oh, maybe we could get some.
Maybe
we're here for your.
And he's also a digital creator. Excellent. So here's the thing that's cool is he is. I think this is you. It looks like you. He is from. He lives in Burlington, Iowa. Wow. And so if you are looking for a Toyota in Iowa, I think Brian's your guy. Brian, I'm never going to be looking for a Toyota. I'm a Jeep girl. However, if you look at this, he's got a 2024 Mustang there. And And I don't understand.
She just turned into the biggest stalker.
Jesus Christ!
She just turned into a
And I'm
stalker.
helping his business. 56,420 for a 2024 Mustang GT. Now I don't know if you're shopping, if that's something you're carrying because you're a Toyota dealership, so I'm a little confused. But I'm a Jeep girl, so if you get a Jeep in, we may eventually need a baby Jeep.
So he says he's happy, and it's great being here. We're happy to have you. You missed last night's episode was off the hook.
Oh, I mean, it was insane.
Is it off the hook or off the chain?
I'm still stalking. You're too old to say off the chain.
I don't know what it was. Off the rails.
I think we're too old to say off the hook.
Off the rails.
What are we allowed to say in our age group?
In our
I'm 47. He's 57.
I don't look it, do I? Yes, I do.
Okay. Anyway, this is really cool. Maverick Transportation said, "Congratulations to Martin Lopez as we celebrate his 10-year safety award. Martin drives with our dedicated division and has been with us since 2013. Shout out to Martin. Congratulations. Please let him know that we're thinking of him."
Look at him sporting the high vis.
And then these people got a new car. That's
what is that? Oh, it's a Hummer.
It's like a modded out Hummer.
It's very square.
Do you have any Jeeps? I'm just looking for Jeeps. The only thing I care about. You have to understand something.
We're gonna fly her to Iowa. Or where is this, Iowa or is it?
No, Brian's this truck with the little boy is really cute. Angel and Karina, congratulations on their Ford F-350.
Now she's full on soccer.
That's tight on money. Oh, so he's doing some good. He's doing some great stuff. He's doing some
selling. It looks like he's always being closing.
Oh, he had a Jeep.
Oh, look at that. That's the Gladiator.
This is just a pic of a Gladiator. I hear those are sitting on the lots.
Really?
Dealers. Yeah, people are done with the Gladiator face. The thing I like about the Gladiator is it has a higher towing capacity than my Wrangler.
And the thing I don't like about it is that stupid little back window that opens. It's this big. What are you gonna do?
Christina and Brent put American flag sticker on.
Yeah, well, it's America should be ashamed of that window.
Although I'm starting to wonder if they should put it upside down because our nation does seem to be in distress, which is what you do.
There's a lot of nations in the world that are in more distress than ours at the moment. So
it's not a contest. We can all be a fucking disaster. I don't think
it should be like a constant ticker. Who's on top today? Oh, Belgium. Oh,
don't worry, America will always come out on top because we have no values. Okay,
no values.
I think Americans have values, but I think our government is inherently corrupt. I'd like to get back to my vehicle conversation before we go down that rabbit hole, but I think most people agree with me that shout out if you think the government and the media are inherently corrupt. That's not the point. The point is that the Gladiator has a higher towing capacity.
And why is that?
So Stacey? It's rated for 5,000 pounds. The Unlimited is rated for 3,500, and the Baby Jeep, which is the 2-door, is rated for 2,500. So now, hang on. All right. In Europe, my Wrangler is rated for 5,000 pounds because in the EU, when you have towing, you have to have a specific license for the amount that you're allowed to tow. So these people are like more well-trained than Americans, as it were. And Americans, we're idiots and we live in an insurance state and they want to be very cautious. And you know what? I normally hate insurance companies, but when it comes to towing, people are fucking idiots. They don't know what they're doing. I can understand why they would be err on the side of caution. That said, I think the one thing that Gladiators has got cargo capacity and two things: cargo capacity and the additional towing.
3 things. And that stupid little window in the back.
It was just 2
that opens. I added one.
That's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing, no. And I'm just wondering why is the suspension better? Is the transmission better? Like, I wouldn't imagine that they'd put a better transmission just in something that had a truck bed.
Well, and part of it is that I think the wheelbase is a little bit longer, but I could be wrong. So in any case,
interesting.
Oh, check out that Porsche. So anyway,
my wife wants to get me a Porsche. I don't particularly want one, but
I want to win the lottery and then get him a Porsche. But Brian, the point is, if you would like to plug your business, we're happy to let you.
Sure.
Tell us what your website is or whatever it is. We're happy to hook you up. We try to hook everybody up. We talked about this
in a non-sexual manner.
Maybe if Doug needs some cash. We talked about the Ranadon spot.
We talked about
Ranadon has a speaker. It's $50 portable. You plug it in. Our friend Uriel makes it.
The funny
They're
pillows.
$50. It's a great gift for anybody. We can't talk about Rugworthy right now because she has too many orders to keep
orders. No.
But in the future,
backed up.
She will be looking for some stuff, and we're going to be number 1 in line because those are unique Christmas gifts.
They are.
And then there's what other business? Oh, Vitamin C Chiropractic. Very good friends of ours.
They'll come to you
if you need. If you're in the South, I guess it's like in the Daytona to St. Augustine area, all the way to Orlando, and you need a chiropractor. She's brilliant. nationally, if you need supplements, she gives all of her friends a discount on their supplements. And you can purchase them with your HSA or your FSA with pre-tax dollars. You can also do your get a Biomat or a Q-Link through her. These are two things that have been
sounds like a
instrumental in my healing. Listen, for me, y'all know I'm all about the money saving, the tips and the tricks, and I'm always fucking honest with you guys and straight.
Life hacks.
Being able to pay for anything with pre-tax dollars is the fucking way to go.
This is the way to go.
You can Google that. That's not just me. So anyway, check her out. And Brian says, thank you. I hope you get some supplements and a back adjustment too. Although Iowa's a little far. She's from Iowa.
She is from Iowa.
She's from Iowa. Small world.
And her husband is from Iowa.
After all.
And my friend Manny is from Iowa.
It's a small world after. Can you please sing so I can drink?
It's a small world.
Plus, my singing is terrible.
I've got like low energy Doug tonight. I'm like,
you've been like that a lot lately. You're fucking grouchy.
Well,
you need me to put that lotion on your balls again.
She's got some weird yam lotion that she wants to.
So, Barbara O'Neill.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Barbara O'Neill, you have not been listening to this podcast. But Barbara O'Neill recommended that people put women who are having any hormonal issues or men who are having decline in sex drive or aging, may need a little more hormone balancing, wild yam cream.
There's no shame in that, by the way.
For men, you put it on your balls once a day. I do it for Doug. I'll say, come here, let me feel your balls. And I put the lotion on.
And she gets like this dabbing motion. It's very funny.
And for women, you're supposed to alternate places. If you are a woman of menopausal age, you can do it every day, morning and night.
Right on your cooch.
If you're having if you're still having the bleeding, sorry for you. Sucks to be you. Don't do it that week. That week, just bleed all over yourself. You don't get any fucking lotion.
All over yourself.
You're gonna be dry and bitchy and fat and bloated. But when you get old and fat like me,
well, there you have it right there. That's
one for the old hags. Woohoo!
Hags.
I like to be an old hag. So what was I looking up? The name of the cream that I have been using?
I don't know. It's a yam cream, a wild yam cream.
You're a wild yam cream.
That's not even a joke. You just put your next to something I said.
We have agreed that you did not want to compromise on that. So wild yam cream it is. So this product is actually not currently available via Amazon. I wanted the Anna's wild.
Pick your own yams,
I wanted the Anna's wild yam cream, not yam that you think of like a yam root, which is not the tuber or whatever it is. It's a plant.
It's too confusing.
So Indian Meadow Herbals is the one I've been using, and it seems to be very effective. Anna's wild yam cream is the one Barbara O'Neill recommends, and they are all kinds of back ordered.
Well,
so if you have any wild yam cream you'd like to send me, I'll give you my address. Brian is laughing. I think it's about your balls. Brian is laughing at your balls.
A lot of folks have laughed at them over the years.
How many folks have laughed at your balls?
I'd rather not say.
I mean, everybody in your band, the performers, Buzz and Steve, have laughed at your balls.
It's just a general theme.
Pretty sure all the nurses in the hospital. I've laughed at them at least twice.
Twice today. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you feel sad about your balls?
No, because I know there's people out there with worse balls than I have.
There's people out there with no balls. I don't have any balls.
Good point.
Oh, wait.
Good point by you.
I keep them here to avoid chafing. They're much bigger than Doug's. Could you imagine if your balls were the size of my tits?
I'd have a hard time buying pants.
I'd have a hard time walking. You have to put them in the passenger seat in the Volvo.
Put them next. Put one in each cup holder.
Because the seat in the Volvo is like super narrow. It's not like a race car seat, but it's narrow. It's and
nice. It's European.
But what would you do with your balls?
I put them in the cup holder.
Your balls don't. Well, yeah, no, you're old. They are kind of hanging.
I'm not that old.
They're hanging down. His balls hang low. They wobble to and fro.
Come on, people.
You can tie him in a knot. You can tie him in a bow.
They're not that
he throws them over his shoulder like a continental soldier. His balls hang low.
They're high and tight.
They're not.
Oh, yes. You kidding?
And he has gray pubes when he doesn't shave his balls. Am I in trouble now?
Well, I give a shit.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I love you. You're
You're like a little toddler kid that doesn't know when.
I wanted to put lotion on your.
Mommy and Daddy lie on top of each other, and I saw Mommy have Daddy's pee-pee in her mouth.
I would like to be. First of all, that just reverberated through the entire neighborhood.
Mommy,
what? That was so loud.
Why do you have jelly once a month?
It's so loud. You have to stop it. Okay. 1.
That's what she's like. She's
I understand
like
that, but that is like literally reverberating through the entire neighborhood. Most people have their houses open. So
what did I say? Daddy's pee-pee in mommy's mouth. Really loud. That's a little funny.
That's not the point.
That's a little funny.
The point is, I never saw my parents do anything like that, but I did see them have violent exchanges. So we'll talk about that another day.
Don't know what we're doing.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. I don't know how to write a song about the state removing me multiple times.
State removed me.
One more time.
With a court order. They went and sent me to my aunties.
One in Stoughton, one in New Hampshire. I could go on all day.
My wife has a very interesting life, interesting upbringing. And the only thing that gets her through the day is making fun of it.
My thick sense of humor. Yesterday, we talked about how I'm engaged to a Polish gypsy. Sorry, an Irish gypsy that I met in Poland. There was a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a nonsensical.
I met him a week before I met Doug. It's a technicality.
It's not a technicality. It's a legal issue abroad. What happens when we go overseas to vacation?
Listen, he put the key to his Porsche on my finger. However, I do not have the key to the Porsche anymore. I gave it back. So we're not engaged. But I might be engaged to the most famous transgendered person in Sopot. He gave me his ring, and I still have that. It's in the other room. He didn't ask me to marry him. He just gave it to me as a gift. And he gave me his lighter, too.
There's more about this. Every time we talk about this trip to Poland before she knew me, it just gets more elaborate. Like pretty soon there's going to be they kidnapped her friend and found him on the roof of Caesar's Palace.
No, but my boss was super duper drunk and stumbled into the highway and came this close to getting hit by a car. It was not good at all. He was so drunk and he was terrified. He was terrified that the gypsies were going to kill him. And then the gypsy guy wanted me to go out with him again. He's like, "Oh, do you want to go out again tomorrow? You want me to come visit you in America?" And I'm like, no, thank you. I just think I'm good.
Now there's like a bounty on your head of like the gypsies. And,
they were like
she whole... has this woman has degraded our whole history and of family.
The problem is that there was like
that's what a gypsy sounds like.
There was like 5 or 6 gypsies that we hung out with, and so then all the girls in the gypsy community were messaging me. Like I had like 8 gypsy girls message me.
This is like some people go overseas and they play it cool till they get to lay land. She goes in with guns blaring like Yosemite Sam.
No,
hey, are you guys gypsies? Hey, can you pay my driveway in Massachusetts?
That's not what.
Hey,
that's not what happened.
It's pretty much, all right. So she's in Poland for like a day and a half,
minding my own business. The first night I'm there,
she dates day and a half. She dates a gypsy.
3
she
times.
gets engaged twice, apparently.
No, I didn't get engaged to the transgender man.
There was marijuana involved. There was bottles
with a Ukrainian at the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, the Baltic Sea, like
and drinking with Russians.
Drinking with Russians. Yeah, that's always a good idea.
Drinking with
when you're overseas.
An Italian national who's a NASA scientist who bought a Subaru from your brother.
It just, yeah, it just.
And I made $300.
It just never ends. It never ends.
What do you mean?
The nonsense with.
The other thing that was funny about that trip is I went in the office and I took everything from my boss's desk in his office in his corner and moved it into his arch nemesis's office. When I say I moved it, I mean I got the guys to do it. He was freaking the fuck out.
And you wonder why you don't have that job anymore. Just saying.
Well, I have a better job. My job is to be an unemployed pothead, and I seem to be quite good at it.
Your job.
People are engaged.
Your job.
4 people find this to be
your
riveting.
job. Is your job is to get better from your illness, but that's just me.
Well, it's not going to happen while I'm fucking fighting with the stupid fucking idiots at Apple and fucking Goldman Sachs.
Aren't you guys glad you tuned in tonight to listen to?
I'm not even done with my rage. Despite all my rage, I am still just a rat in a cage.
Billy Corgan.
You're Billy Corgan.
How is that a put down? You just add "your" to something.
Have you seen
like,
what he looks like? He's not
Topo Chico. You're Topo Chico.
I'm sure he's very nice, and I'm sure he's very talented, but he is not terribly attractive. And I love a baldy. I'm sorry, when I say a baldy, I mean a grown bald man. I find that to be attractive.
All right, here's my thing. The one thing I can go on for me. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have, I have wit, I have charm, some talent, but I do have hair. Look, I do. That's all mine right there.
And the hair on his balls when he doesn't shave.
Yeah, sure. We'll grow it out. I'm going to grow it out for good now just to see how
how little
If
I
it looks
put
like
your
a
balls in my mouth,
flashbulb,
that I refuse to put lotion on your balls. I'm just like, go ahead, have low testosterone. No one cares. You old man,
I
your
don't
old
know.
balls.
I'm fine.
You've been nicer to the neighborhood children. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we were throwing the football last week or whenever it was. It was good.
Hopefully the neighborhood children do not watch this podcast. Some of the neighborhood adults
I
do,
hope not.
and basically anybody who's outside
Well,
probably.
and everybody just heard that there's pee-pee and.
Oh, I have a funny pee-pee story. It's actually hilarious. What? It's not about Poland or gypsies. It's a funny fucking story. So my little friend that was here yesterday is 2. And she said she had to go poo-poo. And I was like, all right, well, we're going to go poo-poo. And so we don't have a potty seat or anything. So I like pick her up and put her on the toilet. And I'm like kind of holding her there. And she's trying really hard. And there was definitely a good fart in there or two. But she was just not getting what she wanted. She looked like a little Russian gymnast with her legs spread straight out. Completely static. Trying to poop. And so I'm like, well, you know what? We're going to eat some pizza. Probably going to go in the pool. In case she has to go to the bathroom again, I'm just going to let her run around naked. And so I'm sitting at the table eating my pizza, and I can see she's like out of the front porch, but I can see everywhere there. The door's locked. She's not going anywhere.
Screen. It's all screened in.
It's all screened in. She's not going anywhere. And I noticed that she'd brought the flamingo outside. We have a metal flamingo in our house. Actually, her family gave it to me. Thank you very much. And she brings it outside with her, and she's just like playing with the milk box. There's a picture there. You know, she's probably got a couple little rocks she's playing with. She's having a good time for herself. And I look over, and all of a sudden, she's squatting down playing on the ground. All of a sudden, I see her going like this. She'd peed, and she was wiping on the ground. But this is the part where it gets really funny. So I didn't realize it was pee. Like at the time, I'm like, do you think she peed? And I'm like, yeah. Like she would have told me. But no, and I didn't think to go over and check. And so she comes in like 2 seconds later. And I mean, it just goes to show if even when you're watching them, I had my eyes on her the entire time. I just didn't know that she had peed. I didn't see this part of the ground. And I didn't double check, even though I thought. So her mom comes and she's feeding her mom pretzels and eating the pretzels herself. The thing is, our porch, we still haven't, and I have been on Doug about this because he has to do everything around here and I'm a cribble to clean that porch since the hurricane. It was gross when we moved in and it just keeps getting grosser and grosser. I think the one area that is clean on that entire patio is Macy P. And I will
say this. I had cleaned it after they rebuilt it from the hurricane. And then the weed whacker guys came along and
I think it needed several rounds of cleaning. And I think that, yes, people came along and made it worse. But the point is that the one area there that is clear, I think clean is the P area. And I think
I can spray it down with a sprayer.
And I think she marked her territory.
It's possible. I don't see any other toddlers out there today. So that's why.
Oh, there you go. She's come back tomorrow, by the way.
She's come back tomorrow?
Yep.
For what? They have another appointment or something?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Follow-up appointment with the doctor. If you're going to go to a Western doctor, follow up and ask lots of questions.
You got to follow up.
I don't know if you have to follow up, but you do have to ask lots of questions. I encourage that.
Name one thing you don't have to follow up with.
What?
You don't have to follow up with a mortician. I'm trying to think. What else? What other kind?
Trust me, you're going to follow up with the mortician. They'll come after you in hell for the money for that fucking funeral.
Yeah, you want to do that?
What a racket, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you want to touch dead people? Nah, it's gross.
Yes, I do. No, I don't. You have to fuck me when I die.
I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not going to be a lesbian. I'm going to.
I'll be dead. I don't care. Do whatever you want.
I'm going to marry OMG. It's Wicks. Or Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. You're going to marry Danny DeVito.
Maybe I'm going to marry OMG. It's Wicks. Danny DeVito.
That guy's a riot. Actually, both of them are a riot. So.
I like funny. Funny turns me on.
Are you a chuckle fucker?
Wicks and I we could share dread tips. Danny DeVito, he's got that bald head.
It's exactly what
he's got a lot of money, so he could hire somebody to clean the front porch. Well, actually, he's short. He could just reach down there and do it himself. Who else would I want to marry if you were gone? Wim Hof. He would go fully. I'm actually not interested in Wim Hof, and I don't think he needs a wife with a mental state like mine after all he's been through. So anyway, the moral of the story is we're happy you guys are here, and I'm sorry that we are ridiculous as per usual. I did have some notes today, and I don't know which ones we covered and which one we didn't.
I'll tell you if we covered them because my mind is like a steel trap.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is a problem about me.
It's a problem about you.
Life hack. So growing up, I had a lot of energy around me that was like people complaining and just like really toxic and negative. And I realized that like in my life, like people being toxic and complaining is something that's like really triggering and traumatic to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I jump to solve the problem, because I don't want anybody to be sad. I don't want them to make me feel sad. I don't want them to be sad. I just want to shift the energy. And I know like people sometimes just want to bitch and moan, but I don't like that. I don't want to have problems. I want to solve problems. It's like I'm like vanilla ice. We are simpatico.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
I agree with that. I was actually thinking that myself today, and how like sometimes I'm not as aggressive to take lead on solutions as as I probably should be.
I don't need you to be aggressively take lead on solutions, because that's like the thing I'm good at. Like I'm really good at coming up with solutions. What I need you to do is to not poo-poo solutions.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask you what I needed to do, did I? I was talking about myself. I was looking inward. Not
and
outward.
I'm saying in the course of our marriage, the issue has been for me that you have complained, and when I have come up with ideas, you have been very negative. It has been traumatic for me. That is why we have marital hate.
Marital hate every day.
All day.
Sometimes twice on Sundays.
All night. On Sundays we watch the Buffalo Bills game, because that's because the kind of wife I am. You see, opens a water bottle. I wanted to share a story too that I thought was really.
You got a story.
Really interesting and or telling.
I like stories.
So, my little friend Mace was over, and she's playing in the bathtub, and she's got this bottle. It's not this one; it was a different one, but I'm trying to make a point. So she's got this bottle with bubbles in it, a little bit of bubbles in the bottom. You can see, but there's bubbles in it, and so she's blowing bubbles, and at one point she drops. She keeps getting closer to dropping in the tub, and I'm like, pulling it up, and she's freaking out. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever, you're gonna lose all your bubbles. I'm like, you're gonna lose your bubbles. You're gonna lose your bubbles. And then she scoops it up, and she's got just water, and she's going like this, and she can't figure out why the fuck it doesn't work. And the thing that's crazy about this is Mace is, she's 2. Can only expect so much from a 2-year-old. However, people of the world are drinking water and thinking it's just plain water. They don't know what's in it. Just like my little 2-year-old friend. Be smarter than a 2-year-old. Ask yourself, what's in my water? Just because you can't see it, just because it looks like it, doesn't mean it's safe. And I would challenge you to go on ewg.org and check the water quality for your town. We have had many a water, what do you call it? When they say water ban?
Water boil order.
We've had several.
I've never had this many in my life.
And some people have said, and I hate to give my friend Jen a hard time about this, but my friend Jen's like, well, that's a block away from us. Are you kidding me? She's a lot more chill about that kind of stuff than I am. I really freak out about this. Because I'm a big believer that the government's like not going to come to your house and like shoot you. They're going to like slowly poison you. And that seems to be what's happening to our food and water. Oh, P.S. They found a doe with antlers. Nothing to see here, folks.
We missed a comment earlier. Davey Thier says something was too funny. I don't know what it was.
I'm sorry.
I missed it. I didn't see. I didn't reset my privacy, so it might have come in through there. So, but David.
David's our old punk rock guy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry that you're all getting old.
I believe. I'm trying to remember if Dave was in Alex and the Droogs or if he was just a part of that group, that friend group. But Alex and the Droogs and they got their name from Clockwork Orange. Great band. Just great band.
I have tried to watch Clockwork Orange about 100 times, and I always fall asleep and have the weirdest fucking dreams.
It's a good movie. That's a movie that sticks with you. It sticks to your bones.
But what I'm explaining is that I've fallen asleep watching it at least 50 times. I have never seen the entire movie. I keep trying to. I should try it again. See if I can watch it.
Oh, you'll fall right to sleep.
I find it to be soothing. Yeah. One thing I was thinking about is how Gen X is like, it's our turn. Like all the, boomers are like going out to pasture and, stumbling around the White House and shitting themselves. And so Gen X is slowly taking over.
Yes.
And one thing I have noticed is that Joe Rogan seems to be the Ted Koppel of the new generation. And I find that to be fucking fitting as shit. Because Rogan, as much as he's like, here he is, he's like a dad, with young girls, and he takes that very seriously. And, he cares about the planet, and he cares about, social issues. Like he's a thoughtful guy, but he will fucking kill you. But I think that a lot of that comes from his martial arts training, and also watching people eat bugs on Fear Factor. That can, plus
and no longer having hair where he did have hair and now he doesn't have hair and he looks weird with hair.
Actually, I think he looks super weird when I see him with hair. I'm like, oh, what is going on with Rogan?
It's very strange.
I read an interesting article, and by interesting article that I read, I mean saw a TikTok. It may have had words in it. I'm not really sure, but apparently this guy's and his wife are about to, they're going to have a baby, and the wife is like past the due date, and the midwife suggests that she swallow semen and that it would induce labor. And sure enough, 3 hours later, they welcomed a baby into the world.
Was the dad available, or was it just anybody's
the mailman
from on the road?
It was one of the lab assistants.
So I saw a very funny TikTok reel kind of thing, and it was a gender reveal, and they brought in the 4 or 5 year old daughter. That's an owl. And they have the gender thing in a balloon, and they're going to have the big sister to be pop the balloon or whatever, right? Nothing ever good happens at a gender reveal.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know. That plane crash, the guy died. There's stuff sets on fire.
But that's like one gender reveal.
No, there's a lot. If you look it up, all right. So anyways,
so less than like 1% of gender reveals have a problem, and that's a lot.
So
because like everyone's doing.
Can I finish my story?
I'm just saying.
So there's the dad, the big sis who was like 5 or 6, and then the mom. The mom's holding this big balloon. It was probably my 2-3 foot diameter balloon. It's filled with whatever. So they're trying to get the girl to pop the balloon. So they bring the balloon down, and she's trying to do it, and she can't do it, and then she gets upset. So mom holds the balloon back up, and then the kid starts having a freak out and hits the mom. The mom lets go of the balloon and is like, what? Starts shaking the baby. And then they realize that she just let go of the gender balloon. They show it like going over the house next door.
But she was like shaking the baby?
No, but she was like kind of, she was the baby was being a brat, and she went into full mom mode, and she's like, why are you ruining this for me? And off goes the balloon. It was pretty funny.
What you're describing sounds horrific. And
it was horrific, but here's the thing.
It's
a gender reveal. Don't do it.
I don't agree with you about the gender reveals, but I feel like I need to see this video in order to.
I'll find it. You chit chat with the folks.
No, I just want to talk about. And there's a sport that I just recently learned about.
What is that sport?
Car jujitsu. It's like on one of the ESPNs and shit. It's like a thing. You can like look this up.
Car jujitsu.
People do jujitsu in cars. It's hilarious. I will look it up. So if I send you a YouTube link.
Are you sick of having issues with your...
The funny thing is we just got a StreamYard ad.
Oh, that's funny. Geez, there are so many gender reveals.
That's what I'm saying to you, is everyone does a gender reveal now.
It's awful. It's just awful.
And I'm telling you, half the ones that like look like they're so bad were super staged to be that way.
Yeah.
So that could have just been that.
I don't think this was.
I would like to see it for myself before I placed a judgment. But I did send you a video of car jujitsu, so you could watch it on your screen until such time as you got past the ads. Car jujitsu is apparently a thing which Doug is loading. You should.
Adobe Express is super fast. It's just a lot.
Doug gets car jujitsu as an option up for everybody to share. And then something I was watching something on television the other day, and it was a woman who was hearing impaired. What are you doing?
I found it.
It's a woman that was hearing. Okay.
Well, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just trying to find the thing that I was. I can't. I don't know how to do it.
You have to send it to yourself.
I'm just send it to myself.
Okay, hang on. So I'm going to show the people. What do you? I just have too many windows open. I can't close them because I'm dealing with all this financial fucking crap. Where's your Facebook?
I don't think my Facebook's up there. That's your car jujitsu.
Yeah, because you opened your Chrome in a different tab, so you need to put that Chrome in with the other Chrome. Please.
I don't know what you're referring to.
That window there.
Yeah, that
needs to be in that browser.
Oh, in that browser.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Just
You sure that's not it right there? It looks like it.
oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Okay. Oh, so it's car jujitsu.
Yes, this is a thing. So hit share
Boom.
and blow it to full screen.
Go to full screen. Boom.
Now hit escape. Oh shoot, you can't. You have to go onto the podcast. Oh, it's there.
So it's there.
Now
So we
hit
just
play.
have to play it.
And then you want to take the volume on. No, unmute.
Belt of Davidson. Okay, round 2 underway.
All right,
So they're driving around a track doing this?
No, they're just in a car doing jujitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. It takes place inside a mid-sized sedan.
Like
And
in like a
joining us This
Volvo.
morning to explain more is the creator of Kart Jitsu.
It's a thing.
Oh, I thought it was they were driving around a track.
No, it's
Hello.
not.
Or Vic, I'm
Pleasure to see
sorry.
you.
Good to see you.
And
So where did the inspiration for this come from? Like,
car jujitsu, apparently a thing.
It's a thing.
I thought you would be amused by
It's a
that.
thing. I believe I sent the gender reveal, didn't I? Share, and
So you haven't sent it yet.
Messenger.
Well, while you're doing that,
I did.
I thought this was hilarious. I don't know if I can share it on this machine, but we'll see. Let's see what we can do. Okay, it's going to play all the way through. Share screen. Bear with us. We need a producer. Our little helper's not here tonight. That makes me sad. Oh, is that going to come up as Chrome tab? Entire screen. I don't know how to do it. It's this one. It's a TikTok. It's not coming up because we have so many windows open. Did I just close that window on you?
Yeah, check the messenger, see if you can get the gender reveal.
Are you talking about this?
No. Just check the green
You do.
with the thing.
That's not Messenger. That's iMessage.
Okay, all right. So here we go. It's a short, so I don't know how you don't stop and go here.
Hang on. Okay. So refresh. And we're going to go here.
Share that.
It's this one here.
Yep.
That's so fake. That is so fake. That is so fake. So fake.
But she
Fake.
swats the kid.
It's fake.
You think that's fake?
Totally fake.
I liked it.
Totally fake.
I liked it. It was terrifying.
It was fake. Fake as shit.
I don't know.
Who was
about
going to put a video of themselves beating their child on the internet?
that. I don't think they had any. I think it was somebody at the party
So
that
can we
leaked that.
pay attention to my little video that I sent you that I had pulled up that I wanted to share?
Car jujitsu.
No, the one with the little mouse.
I don't see
Scroll
it.
up. Well, it wouldn't come from 63363. It would come from me. That's me.
This one here.
Scroll up.
Hang on. This thing?
Yes. The one that I was trying to show
Okay.
before you were like, hey, I'm going to show my video now.
Okay. So we're going to go back to this and share.
Share screen.
Screen. It says stop. I'm going to stop screen and then share
Present.
a different one.
Share screen. Sorry, guys. We suck. But you'll appreciate this. So this woman has a little friend. Hit play. Go back here. So she has a little friend, a little bit trapped in her house. And what she has decided that she is going to do is to shoo him out with a broom. And they lined the water bottles up so that it didn't get outside.
That's
of
actually
there.
amazing.
Right? I
Yeah.
loved it. Let's see if we can watch it again.
That was actually amazing.
I thought it was so cool. So here she is. There she said, oh, where's my mouse? Where's the mouse? Oh my god, play.
There it goes.
But they built like a little mouse like hamster.
I wish
thing.
there were 2 lanes and 2 mice so they could have a race.
And the fact that they propped the water bottle up by the door like that, like I thought that was brilliant.
It
So
probably took them about 4 hours to do.
just when you think that the world has gone to shit, cute
You
little
get a mouse.
people get a mouse.
A lot of people would have
Brian's
just
back. What's up, motherfucker?
yeah, a lot of people would just like whack the mouse over the head.
You shouldn't whack a mouse out of that. She was trying to save his life. I was recently watching something. I don't know if it was on television or I think it was television. And I was like, oh my God, I love her accent. Where do you think she's from? She was
deaf.
Yeah, but I like her
That's
accent.
not really an accent, but
Well,
that makes
I
you a
still
terrible
liked it.
person.
I still like it.
Was it the RV lady that we were talking about?
I don't know who it was, but I was like, she's deaf, and I still like it. Oh, hey, say a prayer for my new friend Art. Not feeling so good. Oh, also, OG Lesby Trace, you may notice, is not here tonight. Say a prayer for her and her
Taking
family.
care of her family.
Anne's not here, and neither is I hope Elias is okay. I don't know who else we're missing. Daniel's been on the road, and we haven't heard
Daniel's
from
back.
Todd. He's back.
Daniel's getting accustomed to back to Ohio time, which is
Is he
probably
back
on
in
the
Ohio,
same
or is he in
time zone
Oklahoma? I always forget.
as Dallas, but you can't be too sure.
Can I talk about a funny chat I had with my stepson today? Your son?
Sure, as long as it's somewhat clean and not embarrassing to me
think-
or to
I
him
don't think
or
it
to
will be
you.
embarrassing to him, me, or you. It's funny. So we met the kids in Nolan's dorm where he's an RA. We love those kids. They seem like a really great group of kids. And most of them are black, or at least the kids that we met. And I was like, well, this is cool. Like, this is a disproportionate amount of whatever. But super nice kids, really just like super friendly. And at least the first round we met. The
First round, the second round, they didn't want to know us.
Yeah, I think it was the white kids ruin it. Not gonna lie.
Possible.
But anyway, they were super cool. We did high fives together. We had
Secret handshakes.
We love these people.
I think we're in a gang.
So I was talking to Nolan this afternoon, you know, about his life and whatnot. And he's doing adulting, like an adult. I'm
doing
super proud of him.
like that. Yeah.
And so he's got to do room checks.
Room checks coming.
And I said, why don't you tell him hide your weed? Because if you don't, Daddy gonna smoke it.
Hide your weed. Hide your weed.
Because weed and alcohol, and I don't think that Nolan's planning on going and taking anyone's drugs and alcohol.
But I do think
I think he's very bad. Like, I'm not saying that Nolan doesn't drink or do anything bad or smoke weed or anything. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, and I wouldn't tell you. However, that's funny as shit to say, because as an RA, he would definitely follow the rules to the T because he takes his job seriously.
I think it would be extra funny if he had like a.
But that's why it would be funny.
Spirit Halloween cop outfit and a hat, and like wore that for his checks.
Well, the thing I was thinking about is how, like, Nolan's got like a chiseled jaw and he's like handsome and whatnot. He and much like Matt Rife, Matt Rife started all of his friends growing up were black, and he like did comedy in black clubs. Maybe Nolan could be the next Matt Rife. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no way Matt Rife is straight. You cannot be that hot and be straight.
He's actually talked about that. Where he used to be really goofy, and he said he came into his jawline and his cheekbones. And he goes now he milks it for all it's worth.
Good for him. I still disagree. I think Matt Rife too hot to be straight.
That's what people say about me.
They do say that about him.
Well, actually, they say that because I went to art school. I've been
trying to get him. He won't even try. It's like, I'm like, you gotta try it before you can say you don't like it. But here we are. He's never tried it. A side note, one of my friends told me that he's really interested in trying fisting. So I was excited about that. And apparently
what kind of friends do you have?
Interesting ones. And apparently
now I'm going through my head, down through all your friends and trying to figure out who wants a big fist in the little butteroo.
I don't know if they actually, I didn't clarify whether they wanted to give or receive.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so I should clarify that, because it could be vaginal fisting. It could be, I mean, if you've popped a kid out, I guess it's okay to shove your fist up there.
Your whole head in there like a lion tamer.
Just not that what I want to do, but no judgment. I'm curious. I'm curious about your story. I appreciate it. So anyway, my friends were in San Francisco for Pride.
Okay.
If I'm remembering the story correctly, I'm paraphrasing and I'm high, so I could fuck it up. So they were at Pride in San Francisco, and apparently you could like have public sex, and people were doing it, and they had a guy, and everybody was like strangers were coming up and fisting this guy in the butt.
That's how I lost my class ring.
Isn't your school being torn down?
It's getting rebuilt to the tune of like $200 million. Actually, I have the exact number here for today.
I wanted to just do when you're done with that, I guess, when you're done with the side note.
Yes.
So I talked to Nolan today. I haven't heard anything from Wes. Do you have anything new from the world of Wesley?
Yes, he's got 2 events this weekend.
Have fun, Wes.
Event number 1, New England Revolution Soccer at Gillette Stadium. Then quick turnaround back to Gillette Stadium to watch the Buffalo Bills.
That's so cool.
At Gillette Stadium.
Well, I hope you have a fun time, Wes. Yeah. And I think that Wes just goes to show that, like, you know, I think a lot of people are lonely in the world and bored, and you can sit at home and watch your TV or scroll your phone, or you could interact with people. And, you know, maybe you don't want to leave your house, but this podcast is a great way to interact with people, or you can go out and join a group. Listen, if you got somewhere to be, like real people to hang out with, go do that. But you know, we're like pretty cool to interact with. I think some people like us.
Well, you got to hand to Wes. It's like you can sit around doing nothing, or you can get out there and find your way in the world.
That's what I'm saying. I'm proud of him for that.
It's pretty amazing.
And I just wanted to do the Love is Blind recap as best we can.
Oh no, these people are awful.
Okay, so the recap is that all right, don't listen to this if you have watched the show. Or if you're in the middle of watching the show,
or if you're going to watch the show,
or if you're going to, or if
you just enjoy, if you want to defend awful people. We're just going to
summarize it for you. This is season 3 of Love is Blind. There's a bunch of couples. One of them. Wait, did the interracial couple didn't get married?
The interracial couple.
Or did they not go on the show? Remember, there was that pretty black girl and the scientist, the nerdy scientist guy. Did they?
I don't remember. I don't remember them.
What happened to them?
It was too controversial. It's 1955. It was controversial.
I don't even remember what happened to them. Then there was this chick, Stacy. She was insane. Then there was a chick, Stacy. She was insane. Then there was who else was there?
There was the chinless wonder.
He was terrible.
She had no
chinless
chin.
Wonder that was insane. Then there was the lady that followed the guy, but then met somebody else, and he's really nice. His family is nice, and that seems to be going okay, even though she's kind of nuts. And then they had a second wedding in Puerto Rico, and Nick Lachey gave them a rock. The guy's worth $25 million, but he gave him a rock.
Give him a rock. That's what it is.
Anyway, then the show didn't pay for that. Are you kidding me? You cheap bastards. But like the long and the short of it is most of these people were just awful.
Well, I have a great quote from a former coworker. They gave us nothing! ! The drama was stupid, and none of these people had a believable romance, which is just nailed it. Like they were just like there was nothing there. There was nobody even interesting there. Right?
I think that you're not necessarily going to have chemistry and like it's a disaster waiting to happen.
I want chemistry. I want drama.
How many dates have you gone on with some? Well, first of all, how many people have talked to somebody online or on the phone, and then they turned out to not be who they said they were? That happens constantly.
Yeah.
And how many times do you go on a first date and there's just no spark or there's no interest there?
Yeah, but these people generate the interest in the pods where they don't see each other. But I'm saying
that there are a lot of people that have had online relationships and they think that they're going to be with some. They could talk for months and then they get together and there's no spark.
That's true.
Or that there's some other things or annoying personal habits or whatever. It's easy to romanticize someone when they're just detached and it's not reality. And so,
I fully understand why this.
And I think half the people that go on these shows, if not 3/4 of the people that go on these shows, are just fucking nuts anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like, say, you're a 30-year-old attractive person,
go on a show.
You're going on a game show to get married and find your person. All right, here's another pet peeve of this: your person. I'm trying to find my person.
That doesn't like how they say my person.
No, what are you picking out a puppy at the pound? My person. You're gonna go get my person. Annoying.
This is what triggers me.
So here's the thing. I think these shows obviously are messed up.
Then why do we watch
set
them?
up and we watch them and we're hoping.
But I don't want to watch it if we're not going to joke about it. If we're going to be miserable.
No, for sure.
You seem miserable.
But my thing is that like you have to suspend belief. Like I want to see like, this person, that person, they're seeing each other, and you're hoping that they will click, and you're hoping there's a romance.
I go into the show and I hope that they are going to have a good romance. I'm fine with that. Whether they I hope they find love. If they don't, well, that's okay. The issue for me is the character of these people.
Yes.
The character and the intelligence. So. Most of them have no character, and most of them are fucking idiots. And there was the guy this season who basically freaked out because this girl wore makeup.
Yeah. He didn't like.
And he had
she
no
looked- she's
personality.
fake or whatever. Oh, he had
And
rubber face. That was rubber face.
I still forget what happened. There was that beautiful black woman, and then she was going to get engaged to this white guy who was from Maine. And I don't know what happened.
I don't remember that at all. I have no.
And then
recollection
Uche
of
refused to come to the reunion.
it. Uche was
the bottom line
was
is,
the absolute worst.
if you go on one of these reality shows, they're going to make you look a fool. And if you a fool, we're all going to know.
And what you definitely don't want to do.
Reality shows, much like the NFL and wrestling, fake as shit.
Don't be acting
Fake
like a
as shit.
fool. Don't.
All I can say is I'm going to start doing room checks and taking everybody's weed and smoking it
That's right.
myself. Nolan's not going to do it. Somebody might as well. Anyway.
Nolan, where's that 8 pounds of cocaine that you found in
I
that
don't want cocaine.
kid's room?
Dude, I don't even think Nolan.
8 pounds.
How would he even know?
What?
Like,
Because you do the cop thing, or
I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
know
he's
what you
watched
do.
enough
I don't
television.
know.
What
Maybe
Nolan's
he-
going to do the cop thing?
Maybe he was trained in
I'll tell you right now.
identifying different illicit substances in his training, because he had like 3 weeks training.
I'm going to tell you right now. He might be identified in illicit substances, but Nolan doesn't like to eat anything that's white.
Very
he
true.
would
Now,
not-
if it was
he- it's
mustard
not like he's
colored,
gonna do
yeah,
that. It was
mustard colored cocaine.
blue, if it had sugar.
Oh, if it was like a lick'em stick or whatever those things
Oh,
are.
I just want him to eat healthy. That poor kid. Anyway, I think he would report any drugs or alcohol that he found.
He's a responsible young man.
I feel like I would blackmail the students.
This is the problem with you.
I don't know if you're supposed to say blackmail anymore.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, we're sorry to the male people.
I say white male, but everybody hates white males, especially you.
Everybody hates me.
So it's 9:08, and I would
Yeah.
like to be grateful for some stuff so we can go to sleep.
I'm
high and
going to be
tired.
grateful for my pillow tonight.
I
It's gonna
am
be
grateful.
So sleepy.
I am grateful that I survived my phone call today, but I need to speak with them again in the next 7 to 10 business
So
days.
you'll be hearing about it right
So
here
I'm
on this
gonna
channel.
fucking lose it.
I am grateful that my wife did not break anything, throw anything, or go and hunt people down like the dog that they are,
this
because it
close
was pretty bad.
To putting every Apple product in our house in the fucking pool. I am
Which would have been bad, because this is an Apple product that
Well,
we're
we need
using
it.
for this podcast.
We appreciate you all. We appreciate you guys for coming to watch the podcast. I appreciate that Douglas made delightful quesadillas tonight. Perhaps you would like to tell the rest of your class.
Yeah, I located at Publix the only gluten-free wrap flat
They weren't
tortilla thing.
They weren't that good. But there's other ones at Costco that we're going to try this week.
Although I thought they were better than you were making it out to be, because you were making it out like, oh, these aren't good. But there was all sorts of salsa, and
Weird
guacamole
texture.
and things on top of it. Didn't
It's like
matter
that
too much.
construction paper you would get in school if it was wet, or like a wet paper bag.
It did have a papery kind of
I'm just saying.
texture to it.
Sorry,
So anyways, it
that's
was cut up, sliced up apples, a bunch of different cheeses, including Boursin cheese, Gouda cheese, cheddar cheese, and goat cheese, apples, bacon crumbles. I was going to put some spinach in there, but we didn't have any. Melted it, melty.
It
slap,
was
slap.
so good.
It was very good.
So good. So we had quesadillas for dinner, and we had some salsa and guac with them.
The sauce and the guac, and had a few chips. Probably that was our cheat day.
It wasn't really a cheat day, but we had 4 organic corn tortillas.
At least they were organic.
Yes. My
Corn,
stomach seems
not so
fine,
much.
although I am having some stomach issues. I need to have a tablespoon of coconut oil with every meal.
Tablespoon.
What I needed to do was take the big thing and fill the little thing so that I could just do my little spoonfuls.
Maybe you get a bunch of spoons, excuse me, and then you
Preload
line them
them.
up. Yeah,
Can't really do that in Florida. Everything's all melty.
it's true. Although it has been cool lately.
Yeah,
It's a
we
little
didn't-
warmer tonight than I think last
we
night's
didn't
podcast.
open the house up tonight, and we should have, because it makes the house nice and cool.
Currently
I think
71. Yes, it's much warmer than it was last night. It
Last
got
night was
down
like
to like 67 while we were doing the
I think
podcast.
it
It
was
was
even
so
colder
chilly.
than that. It was cold. I
so
thought it was
it's-
like 58.
It's supposed to get down to.
I drove in the Jeep this morning at 64.
Ooh, that's a fine howdy do. Do you know what a howdy do is?
No. But let's
Well,
finish
there's a
what
fine
saying
one.
what we're thankful for and go to sleep. So
So-
we're thankful for people like Brian,
Yeah, thankful
who are
for
new to the show.
new friends.
We're
and-
thankful
and,
for eye doctor friends
Lisa,
like
yeah,
Lisa. I'm
helping out.
actually thankful for her husband. I had a nice chat with him today.
and
And I'm
Mm.
grateful for all the people who feel free sexually, and I'm
Oh.
grateful for all of the
Very
people
nice.
who respect other people's wishes to maybe not know every detail about your sex life. If you don't want to know every detail of someone's sex life, you probably shouldn't watch this podcast because I will definitely say
She
something
overshares.
I can't. I have a problem.
She overshares.
It's like a mild form of Tourette's.
It's not that mild, baby.
That's true. I'm like on the spectrum for sure. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, like of all the things that are wrong with me. No wonder no one likes me.
Well,
and I'm joking about it right now, but I'm serious about it.
I don't think that people don't like you. I just
No,
think that people have a
that's so not
hard-
true.
what?
Would you like a list of people that don't like me? You know them. Are you on crack?
Not on crack.
You are on actual crack.
I'll be on crack when Nolan gives me his confiscated crack.
Nolan, can
From
we
the
have
dorm.
a confiscated crack, please? I saw a TikTok the other day.
No,
and
we're not going to do the crack, people. Just calm down.
I'll do
Nobody's
crack. I don't
doing
care.
it.
2 of my friends did it. They're still alive. Why not? Let's do some crack. I'm not going to do crack. Notwithstanding the crack of it all, this was this TikTok and this woman's parents, every Sunday they do mushrooms.
No kidding.
And every Sunday, like they FaceTime her and they're like, hey, it's so groovy out here. And the mom's like, I love you so much.
That's
Maybe I need to do some mushrooms.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe the people that don't like you, because I think you're very entertaining. Maybe those people should do the mushrooms.
Listen,
and then everybody gets along.
Well-behaved women
Rodney
rarely
King.
make history, and I ask that you judge me by the enemies I've made. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:12. I'm high. I'm exhausted. It's been a very long day, and I'm stuffy. We hope you have a delightful night, and we hope to see you tomorrow at hopefully
Here on Marital Hate.
See you at 8.